So how you set up your TIG torch actually matters a lot more than most people know. And there's like a million different combinations that you can put together with gas lens, collet body, cup sizes, end caps, torches themselves, all that. But I'm going to give you the basic setup that I run here most of the time, here at my home shop, and also at work. And this is kind of like the Toyota Corolla of all your TIG setups, you know. So this is my personal favorite setup. And most people I know that are TIG welders, this is almost identical to what they run. It's a WP20 torch, so it's water cooled, and I'm running a number 7 cup, and it's a gas lens, that's why it's big right here. And I run a mid-length end cap. With the mid-length, you can usually cut your tungstens in half, sharpen both sides, so basically you get 4 tungstens out of a single piece of tungsten. That's why I like the mid-length. The larger end cap kind of gets in the way when you're getting in tighter spots. This one will fit in most spots. And I run a 332 tungsten, and here at home I run lanthanated. At work it's whatever. But 332 because you can weld real thin stuff. I can do thin, stainless, all the way up to thicker aluminum. Now I'll walk you through the torch bodies, and it's pretty simple. Basically you have 2 different sizes of torch bodies. You have your number 17 and your number 9. And basically your number 17 is your larger body torch, and your number 9 is your smaller body torch. And so they both take 2 different sets of components, your collets, or collet bodies, gas lenses, cups, all that. So those 2 take 2 separate ones. And usually when you're ordering them, you'll see, you know, WP17 or WP9. And your WP20 is your water-cooled version of the WP9. So it's your smaller one, and that's what most people use. It's smaller, lighter, easier to handle. If you have a air-cooled machine, or if you don't have a water-cooled machine, then the number 17 is pretty good for that because it can handle more heat. Moving up the torch, next you have your collet body or your gas lens. And what these do is it holds your tungsten in place, and it's your contact for your torch for the electrical circuit. It lets your gas through. It also is a spot for your collet to slide into, and that's what kind of wedges it to lock your tungsten in place. Basically you have 2 different types. You have your collet body and your gas lens, and they do the same thing. The only difference is the gas lens has a better gas flow. Nowadays, most people don't use a collet body unless they're welding aluminum. Because with aluminum, it gets really dirty and it'll clog up your gas lens really quick, and then you've got to keep buying new ones. With these, they don't get dirty hardly as much, and you don't really need a perfect gas flow with aluminum. Moving on from that, you have your collets. And there's 2 different types, and I really only have one, which is your regular collet, and you can see how they're split. And all it does is when you tighten down, it clamps over the tungsten. The other type that they have is a wedge collet. So as you tighten it down, it wedges itself. And the benefit to those is they usually last longer. If you're ever tightening down your tungsten and your tungsten's loose, usually that means your collet is fried and you either need a new one, or sometimes you can take them out and hammer them flat and reuse them. The number 1 reason for messed up collets are from over tightening while it's hot. So you just welded, you pull out your tungsten, put a fresh one in, and you just tighten that thing down, and that will reef on your collet and make it kind of like that. Also, each collet body, gas lens is specific to the size of tungsten. So if you have 332 tungsten that you're using, you need 332 gas lens or collet and collet body. Moving on from that, you have your cup. Kind of think of it like a megaphone, but for gas. So your gas coverage, as long as it's a good cup, the bigger it is, the better gas flow. You have to turn up your gas as your cup gets bigger. And the rule of thumb that I always tell everyone is 2 CFH per whatever size cup. So if it's a number 7 like I like to use a minimum of 14 CFH. After that, you have your end caps. And the reason for different end cap lengths is for your long one, you can use a full piece of tungsten. For your mid length, you can only use about a half. And for your small end cap, you can only use maybe a third to a quarter. And the reason they have different ones is because you got to get in tight spots sometimes, so you can switch it over. I generally stick with the mid-length for as much as I can. Okay, I've been trying to keep this quick, so if I left out anything, I'm sorry. Comment to me and I'll reply with whatever I missed, okay? Thank you.